Good morning. My name is Van Eyck. We're going to have a look at emails, formal and informal emails. And, well, I'm going to tell you about the do's and the don'ts with formal and informal emails. It's important that you use the correct style when writing an email. So you have formal emails, a formal writing style, and informal. Formal, for mail. For businesses, important messages, style and accuracy are important. You have to pay attention to your spelling, punctuation, question marks, exclamation marks, and your grammar, of course. And informal is another style. You might use informal emails with friends and family, and so it's less important. Your spelling and grammar is less important. But of course, we are a business school, and formal emails are what we are dealing with. So it's important that you use the correct style when writing an email. So when you start your email, well, you use dear sir or dear madam, dear mister, or when you would like to use the neutral form, Ms. And when a woman is married, Mrs. To whom it may concern, dear Mr. Smith. With informal emails, well, there are not many rules, so it's your choice basically. Hey, yo, what's up? With formal emails, you don't use contractions, samentrekkingen. So, instead of he's, you write he is. Don't is written as do not. With informal emails, contractions can be used, of course. Haven't seen him. So in the formal email you would write have and space and then not. The same with who's calling. In a formal email you would write who and then is calling. So with a formal email, use an informative subject line, and I will show you later what that is, which says what the email is about. Well, that's important. Always fill in the subject. Write the most important information first. Use numbers and bullet points to make the message clearer. So that's important. The don'ts. Don't write hello as your subject line, or don't write about irrelevant issues. The reader will soon hit delete if the email doesn't get to the point. So it's important for you to get to the point really soon. Only the most important information first. Also, don't use capital letters to write whole words in emails. This is considered as shouting. A few examples of emails. This one starts with, "Hi Mark, I hope you have been well. I would like to invite you to attend our annual general meeting on Friday the 6th of April 2018 at 11 AM. So that's in the morning. The meeting will be held at level 2, 44 Genway Street, Sydney, New South Wales 2000. Please find attached a meeting agenda. As the meeting will likely last longer than 3 hours, we will provide some refreshments for all attendees. Please let me know if you will be attending the meeting by the 15th of March 2018. You can accept or decline the invitation by clicking this link. Cheers." Okay, so, well, this is in between formal and informal. Hi Mark, obviously they know each other, and cheers. I wouldn't do that with an exam at school. I would say dear Mr. and yours sincerely when you know the person, when you know the person's name, yours sincerely, and dear Mr. or dear Mr. Mrs. Then you would have to use yours faithfully. Well, here's a more formal example. Dear owners, we would like to remind you that our annual general meeting will be held at 4:30 p.m, so that's in the afternoon, on Wednesday the 18th of October 2017. Comma, because it's a long sentence, as per the notice of meeting that has been sent to you. Should you not be able to attend, please complete and sign the attached proxy form, if we don't already have one for you, and return to our office to ensure that the strata company has a quorum. Should a quorum not be present, the meeting will have to be adjourned at further costs to the strata company. Please be advised that any lots that are owned in dual names or owned by a company must have a proxy electing one representative of that lot. Without this valid proxy, these lots will be unable to vote on any motions at meetings. Thank you, regards. Well, we would use dear owners, so you don't write their surname or last name or family name. So you would have to use, with an exam, yours faithfully. But this one is rather formal. For your information, a proxy is een volmachtsbrief. Daarin geef je een volmacht af. En met een volmacht kan iemand anders jouw stem gebruiken. Let's have a short look at the body part of your email, het tekstgedeelte. Skip one line after the salutation, so dear Mrs. Green, comma, and then you skip one line, a bit of space. What is important, that you keep your paragraphs short for easy reading. Your first paragraph, should be short, so only a few sentences, 2 sentences long. Who are you in relation to the company? Make them understand why they should listen to you. And the second one, the reason why you are writing. A complaint, a compliment, a request, asking for information. In the middle paragraph, often you have 3, so that's the middle body. You might put thoughts or write suggestions, compliments, complaints about the topic. One idea per paragraph, dus 1 idee per alinea. And in the last paragraph you thank someone for his or her time and consideration, a request for acknowledgement, please confirm my email, and necessary contact information. My name is Sarah Green, name of the company, address, telephone number, fax number, things like that. So when writing an email, you use simple grammar. Avoid things like the passive. We have been. That's too complicated. Emails are a fast means of communication. They have fewer words and are less complex than formal letters. So write short sentences. And as we have discussed on previous slides, use paragraphs to keep the email clear and easy to understand. And the don'ts. Well, don't use italics, because the reason may be misunderstood. That's always a problem with emails. Don't use too many exclamation marks, abbreviations like cars, and I'm visiting the university, as the recipient may not understand them. Don't use acronyms like BTW, BTW, or VAT for the same reason. And don't use smileys, because they may be misunderstood. So don't use smileys in an email. So how to start an email? People often start emails with a nicety, a meaningless opening sentence that poses as an introduction. Dear John, or Dear Sarah, Dear Farida, I hope this email finds you well. Well, it's a nice sentence, it's not wrong, but it is meaningless. So and emails should be short and concise. Opening sentences. There are certain questions we ask ourselves every time we start a new email. Why, and these are very important. Why am I writing this email? What do I want to tell my recipient, the ontvanger, and the one who receives the email? What do I want to tell him or her, and what do I want them to do as a result of my email. And your reader will ask his or herself their own set of questions when they open an email from you. Who is this person? What are they emailing me about? How important is this email to me? Do I need to respond? So obviously you have reasons for writing your letter or email. Opening sentences might be: in reply to your letter, thank you for your letter of May the 14th concerning, thanks for your email following our telephone conversation, blah blah blah. Thank you for your letter. It was kind of you to write to me, and I'm writing to inform you that, blah 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 blah. Well, you might be writing in order to deny a request. Thank you for writing to ask about attending the conference in Baltimore. I wish I could approve your request. Or an apology. Please accept my apology for missing the meeting yesterday. I'm sorry that a medical appointment prevented my attending. Or in order to congratulate someone, congratulations on successfully passing the bar exam. That's when you become a lawyer. Your hard work has paid off. An invitation. You're invited to the opening of the 2017 Fashion Fair on Sunday the 16th of April from 4 to 6 p.m. afternoon at the Ahoy in Rotterdam. More opening sentences. Respond to a letter of complaint. Thank you for writing to us about your experience in the airport last week. So this is how you might start a response to a letter of complaint. Confirm an agreement. I'm happy to confirm our agreement about the Summer Institute, or provide a reference. Jessica Dell has asked me to provide information to you in support of her job application, and I'm pleased to do so. Request a letter of reference. So when you're on the verge of hiring someone, for instance, I'm applying to graduate school in marine biology, and I would be very grateful if you would write a letter of reference for me. So in this case the student is asking for a letter of reference. Okay, here are some more sentences, opening sentences. You might stop the video in order to read them. Closing lines. Expressions for thanking. Thank you for your help. Well, that's a useful one. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your assistance. Thank you for your support. I really appreciate the help. I really appreciate the time. I really appreciate the assistance. I really appreciate the support you've given me. Thank you once more for your help in this matter. More phrases for closing an email. These are very handy. Expressions with a future focus. I look forward to hearing from you soon. So you would like to have an answer or reply. I look forward to hearing, or I look forward to meeting you next Tuesday. I look forward to seeing you soon. I'm looking forward to your reply. Obviously you would like to have an answer there. We hope that we may continue to rely on your valued custom. We look forward to a successful working relationship in the future. That's a nice one. Please advise as necessary. I would appreciate your immediate attention to this matter. More closing lines. Expressions for showing them you want to help. These lines are handy. Learn a few by heart uit je hoofd, so you can jot them down at an exam. It's always handy to have a few of these ones, opening lines and closing lines in your head. If I can be of assistance, please do not hesitate to contact me. Well, that's a nice one. Might use that in a lot of emails. If you require any further information, feel free to contact me. If you require any further information, let me know. Please feel free to contact me if you need any further information. Please let me know if you have any questions. Oh, that's a handy one as well. Might use that in lots of emails. Expressions for showing them you want to help. I hope the above is useful to you. Should you need any further information, please don't hesitate to contact me. Let me know if you need anything else. Drop me a line if I can do anything else for you. So, in short, rules for writing a good email. Rule number 1 is be clear. That's a very important rule. Be clear. You already have the knowledge to start writing clear emails today. When you've seen this video, all it takes is using the following. So, use short sentences, simple language, and correct grammar, and not the difficult grammar, not the passive construction, we have been. No, simple grammar, simple language, short sentences, and more rules for writing a good email. Rule number 2, make it brief, kort. How much does it cost to send 2 emails instead of 1? Nothing. So why write about a bunch of topics in one email? Keep your emails brief by focusing on only one topic. Explain your main reason for writing in the first paragraph. Be specific about what it is you want. And start by asking yourself what you want the person to do as a result of this email. Very important. Rule number 3. Write a strong subject line. 75. That's about how many emails business people receive a day. Imagine your email sitting in a long list of other emails. Well, you don't have to even imagine that. Just look at your own inbox. So what makes you want to open an email? Maybe the name of the person sending it? But if you're like most people, you'll open an email that has a strong subject line. So write a strong subject line, like a headline in a newspaper. And you can write strong headlines by using the 4 U's approach. Unique, urgent, useful, and ultra specific. Very specific. Your email subject lines should definitely be useful and ultra specific. Apply the 2 other U's only when it makes sense to do so. Rule number 4. Be polite. Would you use exclamation points and all caps in a formal letter? Well, I don't think so. But some people think that it's okay to be overly emotional in emails. Well, it's not. Calm down. To readers, too many exclamation points will seem like yelling. And the same is true for words written in all caps. So keep them polite and formal. Well, let's have a look at 7 common professional email mistakes. So the first one is imperfect spelling and grammar. That's why you should use simple grammar, short sentences. Number 2, unnecessarily long emails. Keep them short. Keep it short and simple. Apply the KISS rule. Keep it short and simple. Number 3, improper use of reply all. Shouldn't do that. Number 4, sending to the wrong recipients. Number 5, bad subject lines. We talked about the subject lines and the subject line earlier. It's very important. It might make the difference why someone would read your email or why your email would be skipped. Number 6, flagging every email as urgent. Shouldn't do that. And number 7, fake requests. Be clear, be short. That's important when writing an email. So, rule number 5, create the right tone. And a good email is clear and brief. Short, clear, but not messy. So, use a good structure. Use the right salutation, dear sir, dear madam, an opening sentence, an ending, a closing sentence, and I hope this information is helpful to you. This was the presentation. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.